Today's matchup features a very good rushing offense. The Browns are top 10 in rushing TDs. They'll go up against a Cowboys defense that needs to be ready for that. With that, let's get up to Cleveland. We're standing by our Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And he lost the football. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
Looking to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line, and they go with the running
They go star power.
They went star power, but Ezekiel Elliott, in a lot of ways, was exactly the right decision. When they had winning success in 2014, they did it running the football. Elliott.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Cowboys. Their dangerous wide receiver, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down. Let's meet the offensive starters, and let's discuss Corey Coleman, first wide receiver drafted out of last year's class.
And there was a reason for that. When you watched his tape, when you watched his games, you saw his explosiveness and ability to play the ball in the air downfield. Don't get hung up on the fact he only ran 4 routes at Baylor. Just coach him up and turn him loose.
Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection.
And this is taken in at the 5. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A Great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he's able to put it through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the hump.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Gostkowski for the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
If your day involves blocking Danny Shelton, you better pack lunch and dinner. It's an all-day job.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. The gun. They'll look to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line.
That was a nice completion on an out route. And those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Drops it underneath to Elliott. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a Dallas 1st down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up 3rd down. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Here we go now. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Prince Amukamara is a former 1st-round cornerback who's looking to become king.
On play action, they'll throw. Finding time. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
They're going to look to throw. He finds Coleman. And he's brought down after a good gain. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, I'd like to be in the huddle with him right now. You know he's demanding the football. And guess what? I throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
20 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Cleveland first down. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 5 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their dangerous wide receiver with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, receiver won in a big way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a Dallas first down.
Really good, solid run right there. And they did it from a 4 wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options. And also, it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They come out here in the eye. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. Well, after last week, where he kept finding the end zone, what do you have, 2 touchdown runs?
Yep.
He's got to be just a tad frustrated here. Close, but he hasn't gotten in.
Well, maybe they give him another shot. We'll see.
Well, I would think so. I think he's built up that type of equity, but the guys on the other side of the ball know it too.
Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Big play here. Third down and goal from the 2. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And it's third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? If Marvin right now is just tallying it up, hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to...
He's got his target. It's Coleman for the Browns touchdown. Corey Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Here we go now.
Back to throw now on second and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And now Cleveland recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
They'll come out in the pistol. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Time to step aside. More from Cleveland after this. Now a former New Mexico Lobo, it's Jarrell Presley. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal.
And they might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And now here come the Cowboys. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do.
Now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll drop the throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Fielded just inside the 30. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. great spot to start this drive from here.
All right, now look at 56. Look it. Double up. Set. Speed up.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite it was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
It's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games. But sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and this certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
play action. They'll throw. Green's got it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way. But I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, But that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him 11 on the game there, and that'll be good for a Cleveland first.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Green, the tight end, in motion. Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got time. Going for a right side here, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's third down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete as well. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases. Whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Tough spot for the offense, 3rd and 8.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here we go now. Blue line. Here we go.
Now back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yep. Corey Coleman. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And the lead is up to 15 now. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Their dangerous wide receiver. 89 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it. And as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. And that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Watch it now. No. Check. Patriot.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
And incomplete here on third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Here's Presley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They come up in an offset eye. Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays, really hurts the team on defense.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On the run, this is Presley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the two tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see two tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And now they call on Stephen Gostkowski. His career-long 57 yards set just a year ago. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left inning. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And big problems getting the play out, obviously. This will be a delay. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys,